morning, everyone. Welcome to Burkeshire Farm. My name is Jackie.
Hi everyone, I'm Frank.
And today we are going to finally get to plant some basil and some lemon thyme in the grower bags. Alright, so I'm just kind of mixing the soil up. Some of it was really wet and some of it's kind of dry, so I'm mixing it up and then we'll water it at the end. But in these here, these are 10-gallon grow bags. And in these bags, we are going to put our basil that we actually grew. First time we've ever been able to grow basil. And so we're going to plant in one bucket, or one bag, it's not a bucket. We're going to put in one bag basil, and then the other we're going to plant some lemon thyme. Okay, we're cheating a little bit with the lemon thyme. We did buy this from Home Depot. And that's one thing about, living in a small apartment that you might have a patio or a small home that doesn't have much of a backyard. You don't have to start everything from seedlings. It's good if you can, but if you just don't have the space, you can go to Walmart, Home Depot, Tractor Supply. All those places already has plants started. Most of them are the Bonnies, but they have other brands too that you can get. Still, just a little bit to get started and start planting them would be fantastic. The other thing that this size bag, which we're not going to do right now, we might put one or two in there just to see what happens, but is a pepper. A 10-gallon bucket would be perfect to put a pepper inside there. It doesn't get so big that it would outgrow this, but I think a tomato in a 10-gallon bucket might be a little bit too big, because this is a Bonnie Best, and over time it might be a little bit too big for the bucket, more so the root surface, and the roots may become too root bound. Maybe not, I'm not sure. You could try it. I think better than the 10-gallon, maybe the 15-gallon bucket. But think about it. You have like 2 plants of tomatoes, and how many tomatoes can you get off of those plants? So if you bought this and I looked at Home Depot the other day when we were there, they were selling individual plants that were like about this big for $4.46. So you buy two plants, put them in your bucket, so for $9, you have 2 tomato plants, and the amount of tomatoes that you could get off of those would save you so much money, and they would be fresh. They would taste totally different. Once you try a tomato off of your own plant, it's absolutely wonderful. It just has a totally different flavor. What you can do is buy one from the grocery store and then pluck one off of your own plant and taste both of them, and you'll see that the one on your plant has all this flavor, and the one that we've been eating at the grocery store that we've gotten used to has no flavor at all, kind of on the mushy side or really hard and crunchy, and they're not supposed to be hard and crunchy. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. First one I'm going to do is the thyme. Well, let's put the thyme over here in this bucket. There we go. Dig a little hole here, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of the neem seed meal. This is a 612. We also have another one that we do, which the first number, which is nitrogen, is a little bit lower, because once they start growing, you still want a little bit of nitrogen, but you don't want too much nitrogen, because what the nitrogen does is it helps the foliage, it helps the green leaves, but it doesn't help with producing the fruit. So right now, because we're still kind of getting these little babies growing a little bit higher, as they start to grow, we're going to use another one where that 6 is going to be a little bit lower. And I just put a handful in. Mix it around a little bit and place our lemon thyme in there. She's all done. What's kind of nice with the bags, because when Frank and we filled them up off to the side a little bit ago, we both He can carry them by himself, but for me, I can carry it. It's a little heavy. I'd rather not. But one of us was on one side, the other was on the other side, and we just kind of carried them right along. So the bigger ones, which do take two people, we're gonna make these handles, take them to the test and see, are they gonna hold up in the 20-gallon buckets that we also purchased. So in this bucket here, I'm gonna put both of the basil inside one bucket. Basil is fantastic for pesto. We love pesto. We put pesto on bread and we grill it and put it on bread. We put it in our pasta. We put it on our chicken. It's really fantastic. And it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, so therefore I'm going to put both of them in one pot. Once again, normally in the past, I've always had to go and buy the basil at Home Depot, something like that. But this year, we actually got it going ourselves, which I'm so excited about. It has all those roots. Whoop. I'm just going to kind of put one on one side of the pot, like that, and then put the other one on the other side of the pot. The thing about basil, when you trim the tops, they actually will start growing more on the sides. Alright, then we got the other one here. This one has two. But they're doing good growing next to each other, so I'm just going to leave it. I don't want to disturb it. But I don't want to bury it either. Alright, here we go. And there is our lemon thyme and our basil all planted. Today, I thought I would do an update on the 10-gallon bucket container gardening. Actually, these are the grow bags, not the buckets. So this is an update on the grow bags. About 2 weeks ago, I planted some lemon thyme, which seems to be doing quite well. Lemon thyme, I mean, it's kind of slow growing, but it's doing good. The basil, oh my gosh, it is just growing phenomenally well. And even the little baby, I don't know if you can see it, but the little baby is growing also. So that is doing really well. And then also the banana peppers and the sweet peppers. And I'm going to put two. I'm going to put one banana pepper and one sweet pepper inside this pot right here. We're going to see what happens planting 2 peppers in a 10-gallon grower bag. And unfortunately, the multiple times that we tried to plant banana peppers, only one has grown, so hopefully we're not going to lose it. I'm just gonna pop it out. So I'm gonna put one on one side of the pot and the other on the other side. And the mixture I'm using is some of the mushroom compost that we used on the other containers, and also some container potting mixture. So that one right there is the sweet pepper, the banana pepper. I'm gonna put my little tag right there so I don't forget. Of course, when they grow, we'll know. And then the other one, I think I'm gonna take the smaller one so we can plant the larger one in the ground. Going to place that over here on this side, like that. I know you probably can't see it, but it's there. I'll bring you in closer in just a second. Put a little tag here for a sweet pepper. There we go. And then let's get in close so you can see. I now got a little helper here. Well, he's not a little helper, he's my honey. Anyways, we have the banana pepper right here, the sweet pepper right here. Other thing, before we finish this video, I want to show you what happens when you water in these grow bags. I was kind of wondering, you know, what if you water too much and was it going to just fill up and it was going to hold it, or was it going to seep out? Let me show you what happens when you water it and what happens with the excess water. So hold on. Let me go get the hose. I'm going to water the thyme. And watch what happens when the water gets full here. You can see, well, of course now it's all on the other side.
There it goes. There it goes. It started to. There it goes.
So you can see it starts to wick out of the material. So you're not going to overfill the buckets. The one thing I was thinking is if you're in an apartment and your patio is enclosed, if it doesn't have drainage, the thing I was thinking is the grow bag, it is going to get your patio wet. So if you're on a patio that doesn't have drainage and the little holes, you know, around the patio where it can seep out, perhaps you would want to put it in some kind of a dish so that the water would stay within the dish and it wouldn't be getting all over your patio. All right, so that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to update you on how well that these two pots were doing and plant our sweet peppers and banana peppers. And we're going to see what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully those peppers are going to flourish and do good also. So thank you for clicking on our channel. And if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And until next time, have a blessed day.